Welcome to Shark Farmer TV. I'm your host, Rob Sharkey. I am a farmer. One of my greatest tools as a farmer is my faith. I'm a Christian, which means I am very imperfect, but I do try. One of the parables in the Bible is called the wheat and the weeds. It's a story about a farmer that puts good seed out in his fields, and then an enemy, neighbor, which as an Illinois farmer, I kind of think of like Iowa farmers. They come over and they put weed seeds in my good seed field, and then the weeds and the wheat all come up together. See, the problem is these Iowa farmers, they brought water hemp. You can't kill water hemp. It is becoming indestructible. Even if you take like a garden hoe out and attack it, it's like the plant from Little Shop of Horrors. I take faith in that story though, because in the end, they take the weeds and they burn them in hell. That's what we need to do. We need to get biblical with water hemp. Wailing and gnashing of teeth. Burn in hell, water hemp. Burn in hell.
Unstoppable, unshakable, but it rolls off the tongue, unfakeable. It's unavoidable, he's so relatable. Read between the lines, start to loosen up your mind. A ground shaker, a rule breaker. Hold tight, he'll roll you through every acre. So get ready for the next shaker.
How does this work? How does that truck have those boulders in it? I could go out and buy a brand new mining truck, the big ones. You put one of those in, it'd probably crush it. But yet, look at this thing. This truck that maybe doesn't have an engine, I think they're doing the Flintstone thing with their feet, like Shrek. I mean, that's a nice boulder. Not on a truck like that, Shrek. Get out of here. I think they got these rocks out of my field, actually. I doubt that hood is easy to see through. I mean, I could be wrong. Here's the thing. When you're farming, you don't want to stop until you get to the end of the row. It messes things up. You'll have a gap or over, whatever. It gets tricky, especially when you need to make water, as Grandpa used to say. You usually notice this necessity when you're like in mid-row, right? And you think, I'll address this when I turn around. But then when you get to the end, you're focused on turning around. So then you forget to go. If you think I'm making this up, you've never done field work. You turn around again and again, and every time you forget to go until you're ready to self-implode. And that's the exact moment when you notice the seed salesman shows up and wants to ride a few rounds. Actually, what's worse is when the seed saleswoman shows up. I don't know what's going on here. The video had no description of what they're doing, so I'm just going to make something up. This is actually how they harvest beef tongues. You can see them laying there on the ground. Now the city slickers, they think they actually come from cows.
It's our farm! It's our farm!
Oh my gosh.
It's the farm! Wait, that means we can play tractor on it, and it'll be like our farm!
I hate kids today. You want to know why? Pure jealousy. I wanted this as a kid. And by the way, I was a master carpet farmer. My shag rows were straight as an arrow. And this was before GPS. I kind of want one of these now. But I mean, that would probably be weird, right? A grown man carpet farming. Everything all laid out, just the way you want it. My wife would probably make me put everything up every night anyway. She ruins everything.
This week's Machinery Clip of the Week is presented by John Deere.
I've never had an opportunity to run one of those 4-track John Deeres. Hint, hint. I mean, John Deere, I live an hour away from your home office in Moline. And I wouldn't get us stuck. I might get us stuck. I mean, if you want me to. And now for a moment of, aww, choo choo. Jump aboard the adorable train. Look at that. Each critter gets their own little car. So cute. Man, this kid is rocking it. Hey, he's rocking the hat. He's rocking the shirt. I like the Hawaiian shirts. I'm not allowed to wear them because they make me look husky. Okay, I don't understand what happened. Why do we have an empty car now? What happened to there's a chicken. There's a chicken in with the rabbit. That chicken should not be in the same car as that bunny. See, this is what happens. This is what happened to Noah on the ark. That's how we got the platypus. Also, this is why we don't have unicorns. Regardless or irregardless, for our Canadian viewer, this is really cute. We are back on the streets of Nashville talking to people from all over the country. We're seeing what they know about agriculture and showing how farm life connects everyone.
We've both been on a health journey. So in the last year, I've probably lost 60 pounds.
Wow.
And he's probably lost about 100.
That's not fair for women, I'm gonna say. We're here on the streets of Nashville. We're gonna find out what people know about agriculture and how it connects all of us. I'm here with
Rowan Collins.
Rowan, where are you from?
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
What are you doing in Nashville?
It's my birthday trip here. I'm 20 years old tomorrow. Me and my guys and my parents are just here to have a good time.
Yeah. You got a fake ID?
No, I do not.
You got a fake ID?
No, I do not.
She got a fake ID?
No,
They're all saying yes.
I don't.
What do you do back in Florida?
I'm a college football player at Stetson University. back in
I'm not
Florida.
surprised.
No?
You're built like a house. What position?
Center, offensive line.
Okay, so nothing happens on the football field until you start it.
That's right.
It's the
my job.
most important position on the whole damn field, and no one pays attention to it.
That's right. I
There's
get no credit.
nothing you can do but screw up.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. We're here with
Nicole
Nicole. Where are you from?
from Texas,
And what part?
from the Houston area.
So what do you do there in Texas?
I'm an assistant principal.
Are you really? Does that mean you're in charge of discipline?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Can you discipline kids anymore?
We like to do restorative discipline. I believe in second chances.
Okay.
Yeah.
My second chance when I was in third grade at Mrs. Coates' class is when she hit you with the paddle once, she would let go of your arm, so you had a second chance before she came again to get away.
Yeah, no, we don't do any of that.
No more paddling.
No.
I'm a farmer.
Okay.
All right, so I don't know about what you do. You probably don't know a whole lot about what I do. But when you choose what kind of food you're eating, what goes through your mind? Is it price? Is it taste? Is it organic, inorganic?
Definitely taste, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, taste and price.
We're not organic people. I do like fresh stuff. I'm not a frozen veggie person
Yeah.
at all. But when I think about what I'm going to cook for the week, I generally think about what's going to be the quickest.
Okay, so easiest.
Yeah.
I got
Because when you're in education, you work long hours, and my husband owns a box company, so he works long hours.
a
so-
box company.
Corrugated boxes.
Really? You could put the kids in there.
I wouldn't do that.
You're probably into all like the protein stuff and
Yeah,
drinks
for
and
sure.
that.
Yeah.
What's like the most important thing? Do you like go to the grocery store? You usually eat out?
At school, I eat out most of the time. It's just convenient eating out at fast food and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, meal plans and stuff like that at school.
What are the fast food of choice?
McDonald's, Taco Bell, Zaxby's, man.
Yeah.
Chipotle, stuff like that.
I like that
Yeah,
McDonald's. They
don't we all?
got the quarter pounder.
Uh-huh.
You probably go for the double though, right?
Yeah, double quarter pounder.
Uh-huh. How much can you bench press?
Probably 345 is where I'm at right now.
God, that's massive. I don't know if people work out or not, but you realize how much weight that is. That is impressive.
I appreciate it.
All right, so when you're eating, especially a guy like you that's really worried about your health and all the muscles you need to keep, do you ever worry about like if a food is organic, inorganic, GMO, that type of thing?
Not really.
Yeah.
No. I just it's what's convenient, what's the most convenient, really.
Grocery store, do the labels mean anything to you?
No.
No, you just kind of ignore them?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I mean, do you think they don't actually represent what they're supposed to?
You mean like on the back of the food?
Oh, like it says
Nutrition
100%
factors?
nutrition or 100%
we do
organic.
look at that. Okay, we do look at that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I thought you meant like for pricing. Like if I know it's going to be good for me and it's something I want, then I'm going to get it. Price doesn't matter to me. But as far as like, I will pick up labels and look for calories and stuff like that, and sodium, and try to do as low as I can.
Gotcha.
We've both been on a health journey. So in the last year, I've probably lost 60 pounds.
Wow.
And he's probably lost about 100.
That's not fair for women, I'm going to say.
So when we shop for health.
That is, honestly, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's not easy to do.
Yeah.
How about like the people in the sports world, the young people in that, or you think they have the same kind of food thoughts that you do?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I feel like when I was, before I got to college, I thought more about what was more healthy and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got to school and it was a time constraint thing. Like what's more convenient to get now so I don't have to wait longer to get something else.
Gotcha.
So I never really think about it that much.
You ever thought about growing your own food?
We have actually, but we have 4 dogs, and we know that the 2 bulldogs would get into it and ruin it.
That's actually a really good reason not to.
Totally would get into it and destroy it.
Yeah. What are you doing down here in Nashville?
So it is my stepson's 21st birthday. There was a whole crew of us, but most everybody went back yesterday or today, and we go back tomorrow.
Okay. I remember when I turned 21, I did not want my mom or stepmom to be there.
Times have changed.
He's okay with it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen any good shows?
We did the CMA festival.
Yeah.
I saw Jelly Roll. He was my favorite,
God,
of
he
course.
is such a hell of a voice, isn't it? Anything I can do as a farmer to help educate someone like yourself on what you eat,
Yep.
what would that be?
Probably what's the difference between, what you're growing and what I'm eating in the stores.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, like what am I really eating every day from those fast food places that I shouldn't be?
It's, there is no such thing as unhealthy food. It's probably all moderation. But yes, I hear you as a farmer, and we're trying to do a better job about telling people like you about what we're producing. So thank you for all you do. And
absolutely.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank
Easy.
you.
Well, I want to thank you for what you do, because it's important. We got to educate the next generation.
We do.
So thank you very much.
So much.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Wow, congrats.
Coming up next, we learn how hops are grown.
Yeah, this is farm to tap. We were at the farm. We built this out. We bring in those hops in here, brew it on our house system here. Sometimes it's a wet hop or a dry hop product, and then we put it on the tap handle for our customers to enjoy.
All right, we're here with Von Watering. We're in Santa Fe.
Santa Fe,
Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
Who named it that?
That's a great question. A lot of great history in this area. That one I do not know, but I do in Tennessee does have ties going back into Texas and the Southwest. So
Gotcha.
could be part of that. Yeah.
This is your hops farm, isn't it?
Yes, sir. This is it. We've got a 1 acre planted right here on our 30-acre farm. So yeah.
Okay. I mean, did you grow up doing this?
Not growing hops, no. I grew up in Southeast Ohio around agriculture. My wife's family, my family, we weren't in it. I started doing this when I got into work, and I still loved beer, and I wanted to go to every brewery I wanted to see, and then I wanted to be a home brewer, and then I wanted to grow my own hops. So that's kind of just, kept rolling, if you will.
Did you have that kit that every home brewer gets?
Yeah. Sat on the stove, made terrible beer.
Was it awful?
Yeah, no, it was terrible. Makes a whole gallon. It would take 2 weeks to make a gallon of beer that you'd consume within, really fast. So it wasn't quite worth the effort.
Well, what's your background?
Background, I'm a chemist by education.
Yeah.
My career was in the pharmaceutical world. A lot of drug products are made very similar to what I do now in the brewing. Always loved agriculture. Growing up and being on our farms, if it was my wife's grandfather's farm, cattle farm, just love agriculture and wanted to continue through with this and do what we can for the brewing side of the of the world, but then also here in Tennessee, lift up maybe a different way of agriculture. Designing out, I had some great friends that are in the business. There's a gentleman up in upstate New York that helped me on design of the hop field, and then standing it up. The fun thing with you, if you have a great piece of hydraulic equipment, you can build this. And so I stood out here with a lull and and a strap, and the holes were already dug with the with the auger. An incredible leg workout when you're doing all this, all this cabling and all. But yeah,
well, give me a Hops 101.
Hops 101. So they're perennial vine with a B. They will die back in the fall time after we get the frost. And then you take them to the, everything that's down, we compost back in. Then comes spring, somewhere early April, maybe even earlier than that. Here in Tennessee, we've got a little bit, warmer spring, and they'll start emerging from the ground. And you can see a small one here that's a late bloomer, but they start very small, start emerging. Then we start doing a little bit of pruning at that point in time just to make sure the right ones are coming up, and training. We're going to harvest here probably, I stagger my training dates, if you will, so I'm not harvesting all at once.
So your chemistry background probably helps quite a bit.
It makes it a lot of fun when a hop goes in and your recipe calls for 5% alpha acid, but your hop only brings you 4%. You have to do a little bit of math, a little bit of chemistry, and then there's the duration of that hop being in the boil process of how much it's going to give back. And ultimately, in the beer world, we call that IBUs, or bitterness. So a hop that's boiling for 60 minutes, the same hop boiling for 60 minutes is going to give you something. That same hop boiling for 15 minutes is going to give you something else.
Well, this is beautiful, gorgeous, but it's all about the beer.
It is all about the beer. That's where these guys want to go.
That's okay. Well, why don't we go try some?
Hey, let's go. Let's head to Curio.
All right.
All right, thanks.
So I raise corn, I raise soybeans, I take that to ethanol plants or elevator. I never get to see my product actually hit the consumer. You do.
Yes.
This is what, farm to tap?
This is this is farm to tap. We're at the farm, we built this out, we bring in those hops in here, brew it on our house system here. Sometimes it's a wet hop or a dry hop product, and then we put it on a tap handle for our customers to enjoy.
Okay. And again, your chemistry background, I imagine, probably helped with all this.
Oh yeah, lots of fun, I'll make the adjustments based on how we want the beer to come out, and that's even if it's on the grain side, not my product, but we'll make some adjustments there, and then with the hops as well to make sure you get the right bitterness.
You've done every part of this, and now a customer has your beer in front of them, and then you're watching them drink it. Tell me through that moment.
It's sometimes it's like seeing your child go off to kindergarten. It's just that moment that just makes you happy, and you're like, but I value honesty with it. If it's not their take, we try to get it to them. Hey, do you want a Pilsner? Do you want a light beer? Do you want a dark beer? Do you want an IPA? We try to figure that out beforehand. But then I just love getting the feedback from them.
If I come here, the whole process of having a beer, having fun, tell me what's going to happen if I come through your doors.
Hey, you walk in, if we're in the early hours, we're also roasting coffee and serving up, lattes and cappuccino drinks. We don't, say anything wrong. Somebody want to have a beer at 10 o'clock in the morning either.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I know, what's wrong with that?
It's like an airport.
We've got a milk stout. We have it's great. Folks come in, they see this, wonderful, inviting, environment. We're kid friendly, and from little ones to middle schoolers up through. We want the whole family to be here. We want to service community. We have a lot of folks that come in here that are regulars that want to work. They're work at home now, and this is a great spot where they can come in and have something in the morning.
Use your Wi-Fi.
Use our Wi-Fi. We've got great Wi-Fi as well. It's a fun thing. It's a great experience. We do want to capture everybody and make it enjoyable for everybody who comes in.
Tell me about the coffee side. How long have you been doing that?
The coffee side, well, it started before the brewery started. We're up to this July will be the 4th year for a brewery in this space. My partner and another partner, they started the coffee business, and then we've moved into here. We're roasting coffee over here. Every month or so. We make blends for hotels, different coffee shops, our own use. We also use that coffee into a cold brew beverage here that we use our brew system for. We roast some of the best beans to start with, and then the attention to detail right there, from the single origin to the blended coffees. I think we knock it out of the park.
How long does it take between the starting process here and when you can actually drink a beer?
Well, so brew day will happen. I'll actually start the day before doing my water chemistry, making it right, but that's just a little bit. Then brew day happens. So you're on this, you're working about 6 hours throughout the process of making the beer. You move it into the fermenter, cool it down, then we put the yeast in. So the real star of the show when it comes to making beer is the yeast.
Okay.
We're wort makers, so we just make this sweet, sugary water. The yeast go in there, they consume all of that sugar, they give us carbon dioxide and ethanol. And then after about, say, 2 weeks for the simplest beers to a lager can take many months, we'll have a beer. But the fastest, you're talking 2 to 3 weeks from start to finish.
Yeah. People just don't understand.
Yeah, it's
they
not
go to
that
the
fast.
store, they open the Modelo's or whatever, and they think, oh, it just shows up.
Yeah,
right?
you went to the aisle, you pulled it open, you walked to the counter, you paid. What'd that take? 5 minutes?
Do you can your own beer too?
We do. We can some of our beers. Most of our beer goes into kegs, but we can a good portion of our beer.
And this is wonderful and all, but I say we go taste some beer.
I think we do. Let's head to the tap room.
Okay, so what do we have here? What are all these?
So here we have our Orange and Curious is a New England Hazy IPA.
Yeah.
Here we have our Joyous, so it's a French style Pilsner.
Okay.
Here's Barn Cat, an American Farmhouse IPA.
Barn Cat, all right.
Yeah, and the last but not least out here is Wheat Jeans. It's a peachy wheat beer.
Oh, okay. All right, and then we're just going to try to taste then?
I think we try them and you see which ones you like.
Okay.
Pilsner's a great beer.
All
Cheers.
right, cheers.
Usually we just take a sip when we want to try a beer, but I appreciate your gusto there. That was awesome.
Nobody told me that.
Oh.
That was really good, though.
That was good, though. That's wonderful.
And this one is
This is New England IPA, Orange and Curious.
Okay, here we No, I'm not gonna.
Not on that. A little higher on the alcohol. Yep.
Oh, I like that.
It's a beautiful, a lot of citra hops on there, bringing it all through.
Okay.
This is Barn Cat, the farmhouse IPA.
What's the name behind the Barn Cat?
Barn Cat. So back out at the farm, Bells of the South. That was where it originated from.
It's made from Barn Cats.
Barn Cats, yes. And that's the Centennial and Cascade hops that we were looking at.
Oh, so this was from your farm? This one?
So the last one here, Wheat Jeans.
The wheat.
This is a peach wheat beer, so great summer beer.
Peach wheat.
Peach and wheat. Yep.
Oh, that one can be dangerous. The people that come in here and they drink these, do they know the story? Do they know where they come from?
If we're here, we can give them a little bit of the story if they ask. Some know the story and they tell whoever they're bringing in with them. They're visitors from out of town. So yeah, it's a wonderful thing. I think that's a big, that's a big, feel-good moment.
Yeah.
When your customers are telling other customers about this beer or that beer.
I gotta say, I like them all. I do like the peach.
Awesome.
So cheers.
Cheers. Awesome.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. Been a great day.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for spending some time with us here on Shark Farmer TV. For more stories about people in agriculture, catch my shows on Rural Radio Channel 147 Sirius XM. There's more in-depth discussions on my podcast, and of course, you can check out previous episodes of this show on my YouTube channel. Find out more at sharkfarmer.com.